Welcome back to English Off the Page. I'm your host, Leona.
And I'm James. It's great to be with you all again.
So, James, today I want to talk about something that a lot of people experience, but maybe don't talk about much, especially when they're starting something new.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What's the topic?
The gym. Specifically, the experience of joining a gym for the very first time.
Oh, wow. Yes, that is a universal experience, isn't it? The mix of excitement and, let's be honest, pure terror.
Exactly. I think people see fitness influencers online and think it's all about being super confident and knowing exactly what you're doing. But the reality of that first day is so different.
It really is. I remember my first time. I signed up, got my little membership card, and I felt so proud. I walked in the next day, and I think I immediately wanted to walk right back out.
Right? It's a sensory overload. The sound of weights clanking, the hum of the treadmills, people grunting. It's a lot.
And you feel like every single person is an expert and you're the only one who has no idea what's going on.
Oh, 100%. There's even a word for it now, isn't there? Gymtimidation. The intimidation you feel at the gym.
That's a perfect word for it. My biggest fear was the weight area. It looked like some sort of medieval torture chamber. All these complicated looking machines and very serious people.
Yes, the free weight section. I avoided that for a solid 6 months. I was convinced I would pick up a dumbbell, do something completely wrong, and end up on a viral gym fails video.
That's the fear, isn't it? Looking foolish. You see someone using a machine and you think, okay, I can do that. Then you get on it and you can't figure out where to put your arms or how to adjust a seat.
Mm-hmm. And you're trying to secretly read the little diagram on the side of the machine without looking like you're reading the diagram.
Right. You're pretending to adjust your headphones, but you're actually trying to decipher the tiny stick figures movements.
It's so true. I think my first workout was just 20 minutes on a treadmill because it was the only piece of equipment I was 100% sure I knew how to operate.
The cardio section is like the safe zone for beginners. The bikes, the ellipticals, the treadmills, you just press start and you're good to go.
It really is. And from there, you can kind of observe what other people are doing. It's like doing reconnaissance.
Totally. So, if we're talking about that intimidation, how do you think someone can get past it? What's the first step to feeling more comfortable?
That's a great question. For me, the game changer was booking an induction, where a staff member shows you around.
Yes, that is such an underutilized service. Most gyms offer it for free when you join.
They do. And it's not just a tour. They actually show you how to use the key machines, how to adjust them for your height, and what a good starting weight is. It takes away so much of the guesswork.
It empowers you. Suddenly, those scary machines are just machines. You have a basic understanding and you can walk up to one with a little bit of confidence.
Right, you have a plan. I think that's another big thing. Don't just walk in without an idea of what you want to do. Even if the plan is just 10 minutes on the bike, then try the leg press machine, then stretch.
Having a plan is crucial. It stops you from wandering aimlessly, which is when you feel most self conscious.
Wandering aimlessly. I've done that. You just kind of walk back and forth to the water fountain a few times.
Pretending you're waiting for a machine to be free even though they're all available.
Totally. Another thing that helped me was going at off peak times at first, like in the middle of the afternoon if you can. It's so much quieter and you feel like you have more space to figure things out without an audience.
That's a brilliant tip. The 5:30 p.m. rush is not the time for a beginner to be experimenting with the squat rack.
No, definitely not. And what about going with a friend? Did you ever do that?
Yes, having a gym buddy changes everything. It's instant moral support. You have someone to talk to, someone to laugh with. If you do something silly, it halves the anxiety immediately.
It really does. And you can learn together. You can be like, hey, how does this thing work? And figure it out as a team.
And it keeps you accountable. You're less likely to skip a session if you know your friend is waiting for you.
That is so true. The number of times I would have stayed home if my friend wasn't texting me saying, I'm on my way.
Exactly. So we have get an induction, have a simple plan, go at quiet times, and bring a friend. Those are some really solid first steps.
They are. And I think there's a big mental shift that happens after you go a few times.
What's that?
You start to realize that nobody is actually watching you.
Oh, that is the biggest revelation. Everyone is so focused on their own workout, their own music, their own pain, they really don't have the time or energy to judge what you're doing.
Exactly. That super fit guy lifting heavy weights, he's thinking about his form, not about the fact you've been on the elliptical for 20 minutes. He probably hasn't even noticed you.
It's true. It's what they call the spotlight effect, the feeling that you're being noticed more than you really are. It's very strong in new situations, like a gym.
The spotlight effect, that's a perfect description. Once you realize that spotlight is imaginary, you feel so much freer.
And then you can start to actually enjoy it. Which brings us to the other side of the coin. We've talked about the fear, but what about the benefits? What's the good stuff that keeps people coming back?
Oh, that's the best part. For me, number one is the feeling you have right after you finish a workout.
The post workout high.
Yes, those endorphins. You feel tired, but also energized and incredibly accomplished. It doesn't matter if it was a huge workout or a small one, you did something good for yourself, and your brain rewards you for it.
Absolutely. It's a huge stress reliever. If I've had a difficult day at work, going to the gym and putting all that frustrated energy into a workout is the best therapy. I always leave feeling calmer and with a clearer head.
That's so true. The mental health benefits are just as important as the physical ones, if not more so.
Definitely. And then, of course, there are the physical changes. It's an amazing feeling when you notice you can lift a little heavier or run a little longer than you could last week.
Yes, that tangible progress. It's so motivating. It makes you want to go back and see what else you're capable of. It builds a different kind of confidence.
It really does. It's a confidence that comes from your own hard work. It's not about how you look, but about what your body can do.
And there's a social aspect too, even if you're not a very social person.
How do you mean?
Well, after a while, you start to see the same people, the regulars. You might not know their names, but you give each other a little nod, a small smile. You're part of this silent community of people all working on themselves.
The gym nod. I know exactly what you mean. It's a sign of mutual respect. It makes you feel like you belong there.
Exactly. You've gone from feeling like an outsider to feeling like a part of the place, and that's a huge milestone.
It is, and sometimes those people can be really helpful. I've had someone politely show me I was using a machine incorrectly before. They weren't judging, they were just trying to help me avoid injury.
That's amazing. I think most people at the gym are genuinely supportive. The stereotype of the intimidating, judgmental gym goer is mostly a myth. Most people are happy to see others getting started.
I agree. They remember what it was like for them on their first day.
So, to wrap things up, if someone listening is on the fence about joining a gym, what would be your final piece of advice for them?
I would say just do it. The fear is temporary, but the benefits can last a lifetime. And remember that everyone had a first day. Nobody starts as an expert. Be kind to yourself, start slow, and focus on the feeling of accomplishment.
That's perfect advice. The first step is always the hardest, but it's also the most important.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. This was a great chat, Leona.
It was. Thanks to everyone for listening to English Off the Page. We hope this conversation was helpful and maybe even a little motivating.
Join us next time where we'll be talking about the challenges and joys of learning to cook a new cuisine.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. Until then, take care.
Bye, everyone.